In the realm of achievement, it's not just talent that sets the stage alight. It's that relentless flame within burning bright that fuels the triumph of the human spirit. It's the sweat, the tears, the countless hours of training, all become the bricks that lay the foundation of greatness. But it's not only about natural gifts, it's about what lies beneath the surface, about putting in that extra effort when others might falter. It's the resilience that pushes boundaries and conquers limits, defying what was once thought impossible. From the football field to the volleyball court, from the cross-country routes to the cheerleaders, champions are forged through determination and unwavering commitment. Each victory, each medal is a testament to the power of hard work, to the relentless pursuit of greatness. But the true essence of these endeavors lies not only in the trophies won, but in the character built. In all things, the pursuit of excellence goes beyond the cheers of the crowd. It transcends the final score or standing ovation. It's the celebration of the journey, the sweat-soaked jersey, the blisters earned, the camaraderie forged, and the passion that keeps the flame alive. So to all those who dare to dream and reach for the stars, know this: the path to greatness is paved with determination, sacrifice, and the willingness to put in the extra mile, even when the going gets tough. So rise with conviction, march with courage, and play with your soul. Embrace the challenge and seize the day, for it's in the crucible of hard work and extra effort that champions of tomorrow are forged. This is your time, your moment to shine. Embrace the journey and let your light illuminate the world. So go forth and write your story of triumph. For within you lies the power to change the game and inspire generations to come.
Hello and welcome to this presentation of the Atlanta Rabbits versus the Liberty-Eylau Leopards, brought to you by Rabbit TV. My name is Dilly.
My name is Willie.
And thank you for watching. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. Make your retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com. Red River Lumber. Their experienced staff helps you with the design of your home projects. Find them at redriverlumber.com. And the Eye Guys. Your vision, our expertise. So coming into this matchup, the Rabbits are 2-1, losing to New Boston last week in a 2-day game due to a lightning delay that ended at about 9:30. Then there was one more strike of lightning, sent everybody home. Too late to play that game. They go back Saturday, and New Boston starts with a 7-0 lead, and that really killed the momentum for the Rabs. No Peyton Harrison, out on concussion protocol. He's coming back today. Taking away the best receiver, Jaden Riley.
Because he had to play quarterback.
He had to play quarterback backup. And so just a whole bunch of unfortunate circumstances for the Rabs last week, leading to a loss versus New Boston. And for Liberty-Eylau, they're on a 3-game skid right now. Good end to last season. They were very, very good, very, very competitive, and just not starting the season off very well for the Leopards.
Yeah, they were very athletic last year, and that hasn't really seemed to carry over as well this year, but a desperate team is a dangerous team, so watch out for the Leopards tonight.
And those losses, not against that first one, Henderson, it's first game. That's, you know.
Got to get the nerves out, got to get everything
working. Rolling. First game is it's kind of a throwaway game for, as an example, you know, not really a game you pay much attention to.
Because in reality, it doesn't really matter. It's not a district game. You don't really want to call it preseason per se, but in reality, it doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things.
And then the 2 losses after that, coming to pretty good teams. A Paris loss, which was very tough for the Leopards, and then a loss last week to Mount Pleasant. Just looking to find a groove here.
They've been playing good teams. Like, it's not like Henderson, not usually the greatest team, but Paris and, what'd you say?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant, yes. Stout. Some stout football teams there. And if this game is anything like it was last year, you're in for a treat tonight.
It has been very close for the past few years, and now we have our pregame ceremonies commencing.
Dear Lord, thank you for today and everything you have given us. We come before you today with hearts filled with passion and excitement for this football game. I ask you for your guidance and blessings upon all the players, coaches, and officials involved. I pray for a game full of excitement, teamwork, and great sportsmanship. I pray for the cheerleaders, band members, and all the fans here tonight. I pray that everyone has safe travels on the way home, and above all, we ask for your grace and blessings to be upon this game. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Great prayer by Lake and Bush over there. And now for your LE school song.
Now we'll have the Atlanta High School band with the Atlanta School song.
You hear that?
No.
Sounds like game day in the A, baby.
Ooh,
Oh, we've missed it.
it's going to be a good one.
Please don't ever do that again. Thank
Oh.
you, Will.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Already hating on me. Game hasn't even started yet. Usually save that till the midway through the first quarter, but
You know, you're right. You're right. The game hasn't started yet, and neither have you. You haven't started your financial plan, but you should with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. They make retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com. You know, it's always good to have a financial game plan.
of course. Of course.
It's also always good to have a game plan for football. Actually, it's probably very important.
Very important. So, what do you think the Rabs game plan is here tonight?
Peyton Harrison coming back, you want to show that you have confidence, but you also don't want to get him hit, right?
Yeah.
So I think they go with a little more
High percentage
high percentage opportunities, short passes, or running the ball. Try not to use Peyton Harrison's legs too much. You want to keep all contact away from that head neck area as much as you can, just to avoid any relapse,
Yes, of course.
or anything of the sorts.
And I mean, Jaden Riley can take a flat route for 50 yards. He's so explosive. So that'll probably be much of the game plan tonight for the Rabbits. What do you think the Leopards are going to try to do?
For the Leopards, you got to take advantage of that first half defense for the Raps. I mean, every single game statistically, it has been their worst half against Elysian Fields. It was the only time they allowed points. Allowed 6 points, a touchdown at the end of the half on a deep ball. I think the Raps were just caught off guard. Such a big lead at that point. I believe it was 30-0 at that point. And then just Elysian Fields sneaks by and gets a touchdown right there.
Redwater ran through Atlanta's defense during the first half.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
I mean, it was a close game up until the start of the third quarter. Even then, Atlanta allowed a defensive touchdown to Redwater with a fumble in the end zone. That's not the defense's fault. They shut out.
Yes.
The defense shut out Redwater in the second half. And then in that game last week against New Boston, Atlanta, only 7 points allowed in the first half. But the offense wasn't allowed to score. So better on the defensive side. Also bad conditions, but still better on the defensive side. And then that Saturday they broke down the second half. So you got to look for a half weakness. And opposite for Atlanta, you got to work on your defense for both halves. You got to play the whole game.
And it's also the little things for Atlanta, like not having penalties, holding on to the football, sure hands. Like, it's just a little thing sometimes with the Rabbits that can eat at them and eventually cause them to lose.
And that offensive line, you have to play your blocks.
Yes.
You have to show the effort. You have to be there. That was also a key element to their loss last week.
Been one of the weaker parts of the Atlanta offense this year, the offensive line.
So let's go through Dilly's players of the week.
Number 7, Jaden Riley. Wide receiver, number 16.
In 1 second.
And running back, number 1.
There we go. First on the left, that's Marcellus Kirk, offensive lineman number 55. He plays on the right side of the line.
Strong right side of the line for the Rabbits.
Last week he flexed to the left side of the line. That's Jaden Riley's blind side. So he's the blind side for the Rabs.
Tackle or guard?
I believe tackle.
Yes.
And then right there in the middle, we have Carmelo Henderson, not Anthony. Carmelo Henderson.
Yes.
Middle linebacker, great player for the Rabs, hard hitter.
Run stopper.
Plays good on special teams. And then we have the all-around player all the way on the right. That's Jalarian Andrews. He's a running back and punt returner. In the Elysian Fields game, he returned a punt for a touchdown. I believe that's his only punt return so far. So he's 1 for 1 on his punt returns. And then just a very consistent back. Doesn't stay in for a long time. Maybe the endurance a little down compared to the other running backs on this squad. But it's always good to have a few rotate in and out.
Yeah. And he's just so explosive. Like, he can hit the hole hard and you can give him little yards after contact. Or you can run him up the middle, run him on the outside. A lot of versatility there. But like you said, just a little lack of stamina, possibly.
And for the Liberty-Eylau squad, keep an eye for W.T. Jones. He's an all-around player. So he plays football. I know he plays baseball. He's really good at baseball. Helped the Liberty-Eylau baseball team go to state last year. And just a very good all-around player. He's listed as a running back and linebacker, but I believe he's also a backup quarterback if needed.
Is WT like a nickname, or is that just his?
It's listed as his name on here. I'm not quite sure. I'll do some research on that as the Liberty-Eylau Leopards come out of the tunnel. Maybe we can get some help on the comment section. Texas County Game Day. Clarify the name of W.T. Jones for us, please. And here come the Rabbits. Or the future of the Rabbits. And now the real Rabbits, Ty Walden rolling, leading the pack.
Looking like a fullback.
I mean, he has the Aaron Rodgers trot. Let's just hope he doesn't fall to the same fate. Looked exactly like Aaron Rodgers on Monday Night Football coming out of that tunnel run. So what are you expecting today, Willie?
I'm expecting what we had last year for this LE Atlanta matchup. I think it's going to be a very close game, very competitive game, competitive throughout 4 quarters, some hard-nosed football, some high-scoring football, some kind of like some Big 12 football.
So
high-scoring, not a whole lot of defense.
If Coach Morton were to say what he expects from this Atlanta team today, what would he say?
He wouldn't guarantee anything.
You think he would be like, I came out here to watch 48 minutes of hard-nosed Rabbit football. They have to come play us. They have to play us.
That's what he's going to get. That's what he's going to get.
Let's go through some college pickles. All right, Willie. Florida State, Boston College.
Florida State, Boston College. Florida State by 30+.
The over-under is 24.5.
Bet the over.
Bet the over. Number 3, Florida State versus Boston College. We will resume our college pick'ems after the national anthem.
With our national anthem.
Captains for the Rabbits. Number 65, Ty Walden. Number 0, Peyton Harrison. Number 1, Markeelan Batten. And can't see from right now. Number 7, Jaden Riley.
Number 7.
For the Leopards, it's going to be number 1, Tarvarius Neal. Number 13, Cameron Hadaway. Number, I believe, 73. Not 73, 78, Makai Chapman. And number 2, Carter Stanley.
I think it's 1.
2 on the left side of the screen there. I started from right to left for the Leopards.
Oh, yes. My bad. Are you a tails never fails kind of guy?
Always, always. You got to, I mean, football is tails never fails. That's the Atlanta Rabbits motion towards it. I have that on film, actually, from Coach Morton. Tails never fails. That's just the way to go. Turf always bounces that way.
Is there, like, statistics behind that?
Probably somewhere. I'll make some up.
Okay.
90% tails in football.
Hey, 75% statistics are made up.
True. Including the one I just stated. But you know, statistics that aren't made up, your financial statistics with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. Be smart. Use Dylan Thompson Wealth Management to make your retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com.
So the Leopards going to get the ball first. Atlanta will receive it after halftime.
I believe Atlanta won the toss
And deferred.
So tails never fails.
It worked again.
We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsor.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Hello and welcome back to Rabbit Stadium. As we are preparing for kickoff, Jaden Riley will be booting the ball for the Rabs.
You ready for some high school football?
I'm ready for some Friday Night Lights, baby. Short kick. Loose ball. Cy Stroman signaling Rabbits ball, and the Rabbits come up with it.
Wow.
Rabbits, wow, what a play. Onside
Wow.
kick. Onside kick to start off the game.
Wow. Kind of like the Broncos head coach.
Yeah, just an interesting strategy there.
It worked. It was a weird onside kick. I don't know if it was actually intentional because that ball had some really weird spin on it. He definitely kicked it short, but it was not the traditional onside kick.
I assumed it was kind of a pooch kick kind of deal.
And maybe got a little.
And they were going to try to go with the jump ball.
Yes.
Maybe. You had Markeelan Batten on that far side going for a jump ball, so I assumed that's what the play was going to be. And then it just goes right up the middle, spins back towards the Rabs, and they're able to get the recovery and start in opponent's territory. Harrison went with a hard count.
Play clock winding down at 0. And
an early timeout,
an
4
early
seconds
timeout. Timeout? Again, from Atlanta, using an early timeout, just like they did in the Redwater game.
Didn't come back to bite them then, but it always can. I mean,
Yes.
you're basically starting the game with 2 timeouts. I mean, there's 4 seconds gone, just a kickoff that happened. Not the best. I think you should have your play
Yes.
in.
First play of the game should. Everyone should know what's going on. They should know it forwards and backwards, like the back of their hand. That's unacceptable from the Rabbits there. Now
They flipped the entire script. Looks like they changed everybody's position just to the opposite side of the field. Now 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side. I believe that's Rowe on the far side. They send Batten out wide and incomplete.
Ball came out a little funky from Harrison's hands there. Not one of his usually tight spirals. But nonetheless, it hit Batten in the hands.
If you peer across the field to the right side of that Liberty-Eylau section over there, they have some fun, don't they?
Hey, they are having some fun. Not a lot of people over there, but they are getting down.
Batten right up the middle. Gain of about 5 now, 3rd down and 5. Call it 3rd down and 6.
What do you think they're going to do here? They're going to let Harrison let it loose, or think they're going to run the ball?
It's 3rd down, and you're not in the position you really want to be on 3rd down. You got to throw the ball here, in my opinion.
I agree. 100%.
Looks like they agree with that, too, as they have 4 receivers out wide.
Looks like some confusion.
Big rush from the Leopards and taken down at the 49-yard line.
number 13, Hadaway, untouched coming through that Atlanta offensive line. Somebody missed their block.
It's been a big problem, and moved the ball back 1 extra yard for good measure. That's been a big problem for the Rabs this season, is that rush. If they get an overload rush, which happened last week, that's how New Boston was able to dissect the Rabs so well. Getting choked up a little bit up here.
I'd be expecting a lot of that rush tonight.
Maybe try to confuse him. What a punt.
Good punt.
Great coverage, but he's able to shake free and fight to the 16-yard line. So Leopards will take over at their own 16. Now we're going to flash back to those college pickups we were doing. Penn State, Illinois.
You know, I'm going with the underdog here. I got Illinois this week.
Illinois at home.
At home, I got Illinois.
That one's going to be live on Fox. Penn State is favored by 2 scores, 14 over-under on the spread.
They got a young quarterback.
Motion. Look at the handoff. Looking downfield. Overthrown. Could have been a big play on the first play of the game. A little too much air under that.
Number 2, Demore Limbrick was burned on that play. Just a little overthrow by the LE running back. Number 6, Greg London. London. I think he's British.
That was bad pull though. I didn't like that.
No, I'm just okay.
I didn't like that one.
Okay.
And big play in the backfield. He's able to shake free and gain of about 2 yards. And a flag comes in and hits Carmelo Henderson.
You almost messed up. Almost.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Flag comes in though.
Blindside block, number 8 on the offense. They have the distance to the goal. Replay, same time.
That's one of those you just can't have.
Yeah, you can.
This deep into your own territory. Personal foul, 15-yard penalty. You get the ball halfway from where you are. I mean, you're on 16, so a 15-yard penalty it's just not.
Only bad things can happen there too. The closer you get to your own goal line, bobbled snap doesn't just result in a loss of 10. It results in possibly a touchdown for the Rabbits.
Or a safety. We mentioned the Rabbits' weakness so far in the first half has been their defense. Let's see if they can change that here. Handoff, wide hole up the middle, taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was a great run by London. He just waited for his hole to open up, and once he saw it, he cut through that hole like a maniac. Beautiful run. Good blocking by the LE offensive line, too.
Snap for the Leopards. Handoff up the middle. 3rd down, and he gets nowhere.
Stuffed by the Rabbits.
4th and 2. Early decision needs to be made here. Looks like a punt team coming on for the Leopards.
Very conservative.
4th and 2, isn't that?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Atlanta ran a fake punt last year against the Leopards. Trying to get a little fake punt revenge.
Yeah, maybe it's definitely a different setup for a punt, but they get it off. Riley returns, moving to his right, and taken down to the 50-yard line, exactly where their last drive ended. So just a second chance here for the Rabs.
Yeah, and it's one more chance than they should have gotten since they kicked off to start the half. See if they can string together a better drive. Better than the 3 and out they had last time.
The band, they're thinking that these Rabs are a whole bunch of dogs.
Getting rowdy.
But they're going to have to go out there and prove it against a good LE team. They haven't seen it on the results side.
Yeah.
They go with the handoff to Batten. Tries to find some room, runs over one, and gets taken down at about the 49-yard line. They'll call it the 50.
This LE defense has been flying around the field to start the game. Just the athleticism I was talking about before the game.
I believe that's Stroman to the right. Runoff right at the middle, gain of 2 yards. It's going to lead to a 3rd down and 7 for the Atlanta Rabs. Another obvious passing down right here.
Yes, most definitely. I am a fan of the draw play, however.
And a different situation.
Wildcat.
Harrison out wide. And a big loss for the Rabs. Mark that one out of the playbook.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know about forcing a run play on 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, it's like you're basically telling the defense, we don't trust our quarterback right now. And maybe it's because of the injury. I am not for certain. But, and the 2 games before the New Boston game, Atlanta throws a pass there, without question.
Even in the New Boston game when Harrison is in, if he was in that New Boston game, I think it's a completely different story.
I know.
Because you have a receiver that went for 333 yards in the game before New Boston. Liberty-Eylau is able to recover that after batted about 25 feet in the air.
That was a close one. LE barely escaping.
All it took was a jump from the Atlanta Rabbits there to get to that ball before Liberty-Eylau, and might be a different story here, but as I was saying, that entire New Boston game is flipped if you have Harrison in the whole game.
Yes, I agree. And I think the 2-day thing messed up the Rabbits a little bit, but Harrison going out is the obvious reason that the Rabbits were not able to pull out a win there.
Atlanta bringing out their inner LSU. Speaking of LSU, let's get Willie's pick for LSU versus Mississippi State in Oxford.
You know, Jackson, it pains me to say it, but I got LSU.
Yeah. LSU, bad start to the season against FSU. Well, I don't want to say bad.
FSU is a good football team.
Number 3 in the nation. I don't really see why LSU should have dropped to 14. I mean, they did get destroyed, but you can't blame them. I mean, FSU was just ranked incorrectly, in my opinion.
AP rankings really don't matter. The real rankings that matter is at the end of the season, which, in my opinion, I don't think they should rank anybody until 4 or at least 5 weeks into the season. Now, that's just my opinion.
Penalty for the Leopards makes it a little harder.
Backs them up to their own 5 again.
1st and 15. They go with the handoff, big pressure in the backfield. He's able to escape and bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Leopards.
At least had 1 passing play, and it was that reverse kind of Philly special sort of trick play. Wasn't exactly a Philly special.
A jet sweep, looking downfield. Not a full flea flicker either.
Yeah.
Two receivers to the right side, maybe a pass play here, second down. No, they're going to continue to run. Tries to move it upfield, breaks free from 1, 2, 3, 4. Dragging a few more forward for a Liberty-Eylau first down.
I think the Rabbits are going to get a heavy dose of trying to stop Greg London tonight. Because that was a run. Spin move had, what, 8 yards after first contact?
Had first contact was in the backfield. And, I mean, that's probably, what, a gain of 15 right there?
Impressive
10, 15.
run. He looks gassed, though.
Passing play. Quick play, taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 2 as he's taken down at the 24-yard line.
Good play by DeMore Lindbergh. I know he didn't make the solo tackle, but just the fact that you stopped him there and gave him time for your other defenders to come rally around that ball, good play.
An update on some scores you might care about. Jefferson versus Hugh Springs. Jefferson took care of business 64-0. West Rusk versus Tatum. Tatum leads 14-0, nearing, at the beginning of the second quarter. Motion. They go with the jet sweep. Has some room. Fights free. Taken down right around the first down marker. Give them a first down, so another first down for the Leopards. And now they have something going here.
Yeah, the run game is just starting to explode this drive. Kind of reminds me of the Redwater game a little bit. At the start of the game, Redwater got off to a good running start, and I do mean that literally, because they ran the ball a lot on that first drive, and the Rabbits were kind of stunned.
Every play on that first drive
yes.
for the Rabs. 2 left, 2 right. They go with the QB keep. And hit out of bounds.
No, they missed. No.
No flag thrown.
Oh.
And now there is maybe a block in the back miss there.
Yes. Number 12 for LE.
It's Prevost.
Prevost. That was a missed block in the back. Plain and simple.
Maybe LE hurting themselves a little bit here. That play, there's 2 missed penalties, 1 on each team.
Yeah.
Maybe not even a missed penalty on the Rabs. I mean, that was a hit. He was going towards the out-of-bounds direction, but if you just let him go, he can make that cut. He's very athletic, made that cut go upfield.
And then some extracurricular after the play.
And just taking care of him on your sideline. If I'm on that LE sideline, I'm not making something out of that because it was still in play.
Yeah.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on the defense, number 1.
Oh, well, he did not agree.
Come in and run. Automatic first down.
And no penalty on the Liberty-Eylau sideline.
Starting the scuffle.
So I'm not sure because the flag was thrown about 15 seconds after the hit.
So I assumed as you did. I thought it was for the extracurricular little getting together, a little huddle.
And I expected one on both teams offset.
Yes, but the late hit out of bounds came extremely late. Like, you usually see that as soon as it happens, and it happened like 15 seconds late. And you add the the missed block in the back call.
And he's taken down right around the line of scrimmage. No gain for the Leopards. Now second down and 10.
I would like to see a little play action from the Leopards here. You've been running the ball very efficiently. Just have a little play action, maybe a bootleg to the right side. Get your quarterback on the run. Have a few crossing routes. Get your athletic receivers into some space.
Even if it's incomplete, you do something when you do that.
It's a mental game, yes.
Yeah, you put it in the Rabbits' mind that, oh, we can pass the ball, and we are willing to catch you off guard. We're not going to run every time.
Yeah.
Here's passing play. And thrown into the ground.
No intentional grounding there.
Yeah, that's one of those I expect to see intentional grounding landed behind the line of scrimmage.
And he was most definitely in. And there's the flag. There's the flag. Coach Morton arguing his case there to get that flag.
Yeah, so there's a couple things that have to happen for that rule to come in play. For it to not be intentional, it has to be in the direction of a receiver. The quarterback either has to be out of the pocket being chased, and it has to cross the line of scrimmage. If it doesn't cross the line of scrimmage and there's no receiver behind the line of scrimmage, it's automatic intentional grounding, no matter if it goes out of bounds or what happens unless the ball is deflected. Big rush, moves up in the pocket, big hit, Jalarian Andrews.
He was a Dilly player to watch. And he is hyped up after that play.
The incompletion targeted for Prevo. And the Liberty-Eylau punt squad will come on 4th down and 20.
Four offensive drives for both these teams, and looks like 4 punts. That is the exact opposite of what I expected going into this game.
A big chance for the Leopards to pin the Rabbits deep, though. Big punt here could leave them inside their 10, but a fair catch at the 21-yard line for Riley.
That's smart. Smart by Riley there just to call fair catch. Don't need any unnecessary contact.
Yeah, big rush coming from the Leopards. The gunner got free and had a wide open lane towards Riley. So you'll take the ball at the touchback spot every time if you can.
Yes, of course.
Harrison trots his squad back out there.
And at running back, we have Jamarian Austin. Great to see him back. Was he back last game?
He was. I believe he's been back. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
And Austin is one of your more balanced back. He has speed and he also has got a little power. While Batten is more of like a speed running back. Has some strength, but not as much as Austin.
That was Golston leading the tackle for the Leopards. Trips to the right for the Rabs, empty to the left side of the field. Gain of about 5 yards for Andrews. Excuse me, Austin.
Rabs are just refusing to throw the ball. See if that changes here. Do you think it will, or do you think they're going to continue to run the ball?
I think a big presence that alters the Rabs throwing the ball is number 12, Prevo, on their right side. Two-way player, receiver, and corner, so he has the hands. And didn't throw that one away, taken down at the 7-yard line.
And you just don't need that.
That's one of those you like to see.
You don't need it. You like to see him throw it away.
Just see the ball leave his hands in the direction of a receiver go out of bounds.
And I understand you haven't gotten a lot of touches this game, and you're trying to make a play, one of your few passing chances that you've gotten this play, but the best thing you do there, throw the ball away, not put your punter in such a awkward position on your own goal line. It's a block punt here. Touchdown LE or
safety.
Or safety.
There's only two options here if there's a block punt. And a flag thrown on the far side of the field. It's going to be a false start for the Rabs. Does not help.
Not at all. And Ellie did not bring a huge rush on the attempt to block the punt. I wonder if they're going to change here since the penalty pins the Rabbits even deeper in their own territory.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the Rabbits run the clock out. New play clock. Almost blocked.
Almost.
Contact with Riley at the point of punt. Flag thrown. And ran out of bounds by Prevost at the 15-yard line.
This one's coming back, though.
Yeah, everyone on the Atlanta side of the field saw and audibly alerted to the hold at the 31-yard line.
I think the whole stadium saw that hold, even on the LE side.
We'll wait for the penalty, and then we'll be in our second quarter of play. We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsor.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Hello and welcome back to the A. That is the end of the first quarter. An unlikely score coming into this matchup. Two high-scoring offenses, well, with a lot of talent.
I know and usually some lackluster defenses for the Rabbits and the Leopards, and they've held serve so far.
If you didn't get that, that's a tennis reference. Mimi.
Good job, Jackson. Thanks for pointing that out.
Some score updates that you might care about. Bullard starting to play against the Atlanta Rabbits District. They lead White Oak at the end of the first quarter, 21-0. Deep pass. And broken up or dropped. That one's Prevost, covered by Batten.
Had it in his hands, just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, that's a tough drop.
Yeah, especially since your offense has kind of been at a standstill. That would have helped the Leopards out a whole lot.
First deep shot of the game for either team, except for the first play for the Leopards. That was kind of a trick play, deep shot. I'm not going to count that one.
Yeah, me either. Just trying to catch the Rabbits off guard to start the game.
Like the Rabbits did to the Leopards with the onside kick.
Yes. But that one worked.
Caught everybody off guard. Jet sweep to Prevost. Flag on the play on the near side of the field. Now taken down at the line of scrimmage. Would be a 3rd down and 10.
Zebras are getting their work in tonight. Been many flags for only about 1 quarter played.
Looks like it's going to be against Liberty-Eylau. Penalty decline.
I don't know where the LE offense is going.
They assumed that the penalty was accepted.
Make your
3rd down and 9 here.
Making your offensive line run a long ways to get back to that ball. Poor guys.
False start. Goes on a receiver on this near side of the field.
The Atlanta defense looked out there. They looked confused going pre-snap before that play.
That one's called on Jaden Coleman. That was a pretty obvious false start. I could see it from up here. And Liberty-Eylau not helping themselves out. I think this game is a lot more out of control if the Leopards don't have as many penalties on themselves.
Or as many just miscues, like the drop touchdown. I mean, the onside kick recovery for the Rabbits. There's just a lot of sloppy football so far.
Design pass play, big rush from the Rabs and taken down in the backfield.
Woodbury, Marshawn Woodbury on the sack. Completely untouched.
A lot of pressure by the Rabs, and they knew that Liberty-Eylau had to go far downfield. They knew they had to go with the deep ball with a 3rd down and 15. And now not a great situation for the Leopards. 4th down and 20.
And another punt.
Spinning punt. And it's going to be down at the 3-yard line. Great punt.
That great roll from the punter number 3.
Britton Pipes. Great punt. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to touch back because it brings it out to the 20. I mean, every punter loves to touch back.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it means that you kick the snot out of the ball.
Bomb the ball, yeah.
But placing it within the 10-yard line and the 5-yard line in this case is what every punter dreams of. Stay tuned at halftime to see both bands perform. Great shows by both of these bands. They go to run, backed up in their own territory. It's Batten.
It's like marked down at the 6.
I think that's the only play you have here. Your pass protection hasn't been the best.
Yes, there's no other option. You have to run the ball.
And if you have a lineman back in the end zone with a hold automatic safety, it's not, you can't afford it right now.
Especially in a 0-0 game.
Look at the handoff right up the middle. Not anything for Batten. And now you're almost forced to throw the ball.
You're forced to throw the ball if you want to get the 1st down. But if you just want to play this game safe, your defense has been playing really good so far. Run the ball up the middle, avoid the possible chance of a safety, and then just punt it away.
Get some room for your punter.
Jaden Riley's been punting the snot out of the ball so far.
Great punts by both punters.
I know, they've been doing good so far.
If we had a punt pass kick competition out here, all you need is the punt. Big play downfield. Marquavian Owens breaks free. He has some room. Chased down. And he's in for the Rabbits. Touchdown.
What a play. What a play. The pass game has been non-existent so far, and they just seam right up the middle. Marquavian Owens, touchdown Rabbits.
He was one of Dilly's players to watch last time around, and I think we know what they're going to do here.
Atlanta going with the swinging gate.
That has been every extra point attempt for the past, I don't know, probably 14 extra point attempts.
They love this play. 10 seconds left on the game clock.
Play clock. They could call a timeout here. They also could take a delay of game on the 2-point. I mean, wouldn't hurt them anything. They're trying to get yardage.
Yeah.
They go with the handoff. Batten one-on-one on the outside. He gets in. Rabbits get the 2. Take an 8-point lead with 9:26 remaining in the first half of play.
Touchdown pass.
So big play there, backed up in your own end zone. Very risky to pass. Pass protection's been bad so far this game.
Yeah, it was the Rabbits coaches really trusted their guys. They showed a lot of trust in Harrison, especially in Harrison, who had who took a sack on his own 10-yard line, which put him back in the zone, almost his own end zone for the punter. But worked out for him.
That pass protection's been pretty bad. I mean, 2 sacks allowed in the first quarter. It looked like the New York Giants versus Dallas Cowboys. And then they just sling one right over the middle. It was an obvious first down if he caught it. He caught it, broke free of 2 hits, and then turned on the jet, so it was a track race from there on. And he was just able to edge it out right there at the end. He got tripped up by number 5, Jaden Coleman.
But at that point, it was just too late.
It's just too late. He had the Jets on, gives the Rabs 8-0 lead.
The Rabbits, the first time they kicked off, had an onside kick recovery. See if they do the same here.
Ball's out, but recovered by the Leopards at the 37-yard line.
A near disaster for the Leopards there again.
Move it up to the 38. And a first down and 10 for Liberty-Eylau.
See if the Leopard offense can respond back here after taking just a gut punch.
Yeah, your offense really needs to make up for the defense right here. This is where you have to respond. If not, you lose that momentum.
Or just have a long drive, like just a long sustaining drive. Get your defensive players some rest.
Run right up the middle, plowed forward for a gain of 4. Second down and 6 for the Leopards.
Strong run by London.
Two right, 2 left for the Leopards. Handoff. London looking upfield, finds a gap, has some room, and tripped up at about the 44-yard line, call it the 43.
Good shoestring tackle there by the Atlanta DBs, saving a Liberty-Eylau touchdown.
An early country roads for the Rabs. Two right, 2 left. And some chatter up here from the coaches. Not sure if there's too many on the field or what was going on.
I don't know, but just forced another timeout there from Coach Morton. Coach Morton does not waste any timeouts. That is for sure. But at least he has 1 timeout remaining. This time, during the Redwater game, he'd spend all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, not the position you want to be in. 8:23 and you only have 1 timeout. You may need that late in the half.
On a 2-minute drive
or even when you're trying to save some time because you think they're going to score. They're in field goal range at least. You're trying to save some time on that clock so you can get a chance to come back and put just as many up on the board.
But your timeouts don't transfer over to half, so. I guess it's better to use them than to lose them.
2 right, 2 left for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. Handoff up the middle. He's still up. He's still fighting. But they're going to say forward progress was stopped. London with a lot of carries and a lot of yards to this point.
Getting a big workload, yeah. Obviously their main back.
But
He looks gassed, though.
with the name Greg, you need to take a large workload. Gregs are known to work hard. It's factual. Screen blown up but missed. And he fights forward for a Liberty-Eylau first down. Once again, that's London. I almost assumed there. You go ahead, Will.
No, I'm just saying London going out that play.
I almost assumed there that he was just going to go with a little dump off pass, not trying to get anything. He didn't get the read he wanted, but a jailbreak screen, exactly what he wanted, and big gain for the Leopards as they fight forward for a gain of 5. Now 2nd down and 5 for Liberty-Eylau.
Yeah, the screen's really effective, especially if this Atlanta defense was expecting to run, so possibly a blitz there, and if they had the blitz, they had a lot of people coming, just leaves the back wide open with 4 big men out in front of him.
Yeah, that was, I mean, you have all those defensive linemen, they're eager to get a sack. That's like having a cookie and taunting the Cookie Monster and then throwing it over to Elmo. Run around the outside, that's Hadaway. Hit out of bounds. And they are going to say a first down for the Leopards.
Or it's like when you have a dog walking on a treadmill and there's like a hot dog hanging from a line and he just can't get it no matter how hard you tries.
Have a few out wide for the Leopards. Go with the handoff up the middle. Fighting forward, number 11, Jaquan Johnson.
And Atlanta brought the house there. They brought both their linebackers and the 4 defensive linemen. And you had your DBs spread out wide. So if they don't make that tackle on the line of scrimmage or near the line of scrimmage, that leaves just the middle of the field open, just wide open. So Atlanta somewhat lucked out there because a player got him from behind, but if that player hadn't got him, he'd been wide open spaces for a touchdown.
Handoff up the middle, flag on the play. Taken down, fighting forward, but taken down at about the 1 yard line. Look for a defensive penalty as they allowed the play to continue.
Legal substitution. The defense brought in on the field. That penalty be declined. Result of the play. First down.
Too many on the field, but doesn't matter as Liberty-Eylau was able to push it down to the 1 yard line.
That's just how effective the run game has been. Atlanta had 12 people on the field, and they still couldn't stop the run.
Look for a run up the middle. I mean, that's what they've done all game. No reason to pass it here.
No, your run game's been very wealthy this entire drive. No reason to pass.
Wealthy, just like Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. Make your retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com. QB sneak. No, they don't. They go with the pitch. And false start. That is tough.
That's a drive killer right there.
That's tough on the 1 yard line.
You cannot do that. You just can't do that. That is a mental error and nothing else. You can't blame that on anybody. The Atlanta defensive line wasn't even moving. They weren't even rotating. That's a mental lapse there for the Liberty-Eylau team.
You have perfect field position. You're on the 1 yard line. You get to run your goal line package for the first time today.
Nothing makes a coach more mad than a false start penalty.
And Atlanta uses their final timeout with 5:12 remaining in the second quarter. Not trying to save those.
No, they like to use them. And Coach Morton does control the defense. He calls the defensive plays, and he did not like what he saw. But that could come back to haunt him.
Maybe the Rabs just looking to take a tie in halftime. They have been a second half team all season.
Yes, that's true, but I don't like to play for a tie. You play to win the game. You don't play to be tied at halftime. You play to be up by 8 at halftime.
All right, Liberty-Eylau comes out, one receiver on each side in a loaded up backfield. An obvious run package.
Or possibly a little fade route. One-on-one coverage.
Run package. Down and into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 6, Greg London. He's been all over the place today for the Leopards, running it down the throat of Atlanta.
And he's about to get some much-needed rest after that amazing drive by him. Almost every run play consisted of him carrying the ball, or the jailbreak screen that they had.
And Liberty-Eylau looking to tie this game up.
Wonder if they're going to copy Atlanta here, go with the swinging gate. Doesn't look like it.
Looks like they're going to go with a normal 2-point package. 3 receivers to the left side. I'd be looking for a jet sweep or some sort of motion. No, they go with the QB keeper right up the middle.
Wow, what a call.
Number 3, Britton Pipes gets in for the Liberty-Eylau 2-point conversion. All knotted up at 8 apiece.
That was the last thing the Atlanta defense was looking for there.
We'll be back after a word from one of our sponsors.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
All right, welcome back. Thank you to the Eye Guys for sponsoring Rabbit TV. Your vision, our expertise. Liberty-Eylau.
First kickoff of the night.
It is. Pooch kick. Bounce recovered by Riley. He wants to get around the outside. Has some blocks. Has some room. Taken down at the 46-yard line.
Atlanta might have got away with a little hold there, but nothing too major. Zebras didn't see it.
A few missed penalties, but a lot of penalties called.
Been a sloppy game.
It has been.
It's been a sloppy game.
Neither one of these offenses, not a lot of defensive penalties.
No.
But neither one of these offensive teams have been able to control either their line or, I mean, just some silly mistakes, false starts, holding. I mean, a few on Atlanta defense, 12 men on the field, illegal hit out of bounds, handoff up the middle for Batten.
I don't know if these offenses knew that the game started at 7:30. These defenses sure did, but I don't know if the offensive did.
Yeah, maybe they were aiming for about, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7:50.
I would like to see Atlanta take a shot, though. Last time, It worked last time, so offense hasn't done anything. Haven't run the ball very well. Might as well try to let it loose.
Another run play, finds a hole, fights forward to the 47-yard line of Liberty-Eylau, now 3rd down and 2. Now this is where you get in that situation where it's 3rd down, which is a passing down, but you're also 2 yards away.
Yes, but you can look at this 2 ways. You can look at it as you take a shot here, and then you have 4th and 2, and you have Jamari Austin up the gut. Or you play it safe, Jamari Austin up the gut on 3rd and 2. But
Maybe gain a yard.
Maybe gain a yard.
And then you're going to go for it on 4th down, I assume, from this situation. Yes. They go for it, and they get it on 3rd down. 1st down for the Rabs. It's number 1, Marquewan Batten.
Here's that Wildcat formation again.
Riley in the backfield. Batten far to the left. Here's the sweep. Riley keeps up the middle. Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Atlanta Rabbits.
Then you take that play from the playbook, rip it out, crumble it up, and burn it, because they've run it twice, and they've gotten 1 yard.
I'd say more than just that play. That whole section.
Yeah, just the
Wildcat section.
The Wildcat formation in general, it just hasn't worked for you.
Let's just rip all of those from the prongs of the binder and light them on fire.
Oh, and look, they're running it again.
But don't put it past Riley. He is the backup quarterback.
He is the backup quarterback.
Another keeper for Riley. I don't know if the Rabbits are trying to take it in a half. Now timeout by Liberty-Eylau. I think they may see what the Rabbits are doing. 2:17 remaining on the clock.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all for the Wildcat. I love the Wildcat. But if you're going to run the Wildcat, 2 out of the 3 times that they've run that play, no, 3 out of the 3 times they've run that play, it has been a keeper by Riley after a fake to Batten.
And it's only gained between 1 and 3 yards.
Yes, and a defense is going to cue on that. And maybe they're trying to run it multiple times, that a defense cues on it, and then Riley maybe pulls it out and goes the opposite direction or throws it. But that play when you fake the handoff, go up the gut, it simply has not worked.
I mean, that play it's an amazing goal line play. That's what the Wildcat was designed for. It's designed for 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, or goal line.
Yeah.
You're not going to gain that many yards usually on a Wildcat play. High school, it's a little easier to gain a lot of yards on a Wildcat because it's so confusing. You see Atlanta reverting to the normal setup here.
3rd and 7, see if Harrison airs it out here.
Man defense for the Leopards.
They bring the
big
house.
Rush and a missed opportunity for the Rabs. Wide open field for Batten. All green and maroon. No white.
Touchdown. That's a touchdown if Harrison makes that throw. Batten's got sure hands receiving the ball.
4th down in Leopard territory. Rabs are known for going for it. But also you could look downfield, try to get your first 2 reads if you can get them off quick, and then Harrison can punt the ball. Very good punter. And drew him offside.
This Liberty-Eylau defense has not made a lot of mental errors. The offense has, but the defense just hasn't.
Yeah, that's number 1, I think. You just can't do that.
You can't.
I mean, yeah, 4th down.
A 4th and 7.
A 4th and 7. You can't do that. Now it's 4th and 2. Opens the playbook up for a run.
much more manageable a 4th and 2 than a 4th and 7, especially with the way this Atlanta offense has been working.
A run or a screen, great play with the chance to get just 2 yards. That's all they need, 2:14 remaining. A run up the middle, big stuff. Do they get it? Looks like he fell forward, able to get it.
Got a good spot.
He was able to fall forward to the 32-yard line. Now, first down for the Rabs.
Harrison went under center there. You don't see that a lot for the Rabbits.
And if you do, it's usually QB sneak.
Yes.
But those plays, Rabs trying to stay away from this week.
Since Harrison was in concussion protocol last week.
Big hit. That's W.T. Jones initiating the contact for the Leopards.
So, walk me through that. You had 2 running backs in the backfield. You had Harrison, and then you had a running back beside him to his right, and then you had a running back in the back behind him in the pistol. And you run the ball to the opposite side of the other running back in the backfield, and he just doesn't get a chance to block.
Another running formation, it appears. They drop back to look downfield. Play blown dead. Ball start on the Rabs. Another drive. I mean, those are just drive killers.
Yeah, it's pitiful.
I mean, Jaden Riley has a leg. I don't think he has a 40-yard leg.
But he does have a leg.
I mean, if you get that ball down to the 23 or 24 and you get a 4th and 1 situation, you only have a minute left. It's not a bad idea to kick the ball.
Yeah. Especially in a tight ball game.
If you miss it, okay, they have the ball on their own 24. That's a touchback.
Yeah. And the Rabbits get the ball in the second half.
Yep.
So.
But now you make it a lot harder.
Yes.
Second down, 13. Batten gets the ball on the screen or quick pass out of the backfield.
Looked like the same play that they ran on this drive where Harrison had Batten open for a touchdown. If Harrison would have made the throw, looks like they went back to it and it was wide open.
He was able to catch a gap between 2 defenders and then fight his way upfield. Now 3rd down and manageable. Keeper by Harrison. Ambitious play, just trying to get out of bounds maybe. Trying to stay away from the contact. He wasn't allowed to practice all week, which may be a reason for
the amount of run plays we've had.
The amount of run plays and the lack of throwing that this offense has had.
Because this Atlanta offense functions at its highest level when Harrison is at his highest level.
Timeout. Liberty-Eylau. Second charge, timeout of the half.
Timeout by the Leopards. I'll correct the graphic. It's 4th down and 5. 28 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
What you thinking here?
Run play.
Run play?
I don't know. It's 4th down and 5. If you don't get it, Liberty-Eylau does have the timeout.
But you're on your own 30.
I'd say pass maybe because the clock's going to stop because of turnover on downs anyway.
Yeah.
So you got to pass the ball here. 4th down and 5. You have a better chance of converting 5 yards. The running game has not been very good. You have a better chance of converting 5 yards on a pass than you do on a run.
Yes.
If you run that same play to Batten, maybe the other side of the field where it's more open.
And the Batten throw, the running back little outlet pass has been open because this Liberty-Eylau defense has been so aggressive. They've been playing man and blitzing a lot of their linebackers.
Motioning Batten out. Deep pass. Overthrown. Wide open for a touchdown was Marquavian Owens on 4th down.
There's that rust. There's that
flag
rust
on the far side of the field, however.
There's that rush from Peyton Harrison showing up, however.
It may be a free chance, a free play. That's why they went deep on that play. The The play was allowed to go on, so that tells me it's not an offensive penalty. They do call an offensive penalty.
Oh,
First down, Liberty-Eylau.
interesting.
Usually when there's an offensive penalty, they just blow the call dead because,
A pre-snap penalty?
yeah, it was a pre-snap penalty.
Yes.
And it's just, I don't really understand why
They allowed
was
the play
allowed.
to keep going.
Yeah.
Because only bad things can happen, like Harrison
Somebody
getting
gets
hurt.
injured.
Yes.
Yeah. So a turnover on downs forced by the Leopards, 24 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
Looks like Atlanta's in their prevent formation. Got Harrison out there on defense.
Kind of a risky play.
Yeah, I don't.
If you have London break one free, I wouldn't be surprised to see him run at Harrison.
Me either.
But they may just take this one in half. They are in
That looks like what they're going to do.
the QB kneel formation. They'll take it in half. 8-8. All knotted up. Liberty-Eylau versus Atlanta. We'll be back for halftime after a word from our sponsors.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
This year's Distinguished Service Award goes to the late Patrick Stubbs. Patrick was a 19 graduate of Atlanta High School, where she was active member in many student organizations, including graduate. Stubbs returned to the group and Atlanta High School for 13 years. She was passionate about the music program at Atlanta High, and the students' performance were a direct reflection of her own passion for music. Stubbs passed away in December of 2021. Representing her tonight and accepting her award is her husband,
Officers for the 2023-24 are Captain Emo Moya, Lieutenant Amari Hall, Social Officer Tatum McCord. Drivers of the week are Sejal Cooper, Jordan Bennett, and Fallon Parker. Now, the award-winning drivers complete their show with a special salute to Classic Rock with twist and shout. The dancers would like to recognize our dancers for sponsors of this year who have generously donated to the dancers. Lena Bennett, Rashonda Waller, Holly and Max Durant, GT Construction, Hazel Martin, Mariah J. Jonah, and Chuck Taylor. Elaine Stewart, Natalie Moya, Madeline Smith, Christopher Williams Blackwell, Michelle Johnson, Ashley Anaya, Jonathan Lewis, Cheryl O'Steen, Vicky Potts, Lori McCord, Angela Cooper, Carlos Cooper, Daniel Thompson, Vivian Block. If you would like to donate or sponsor the dancers, contact Director Juanita Ross for a form. Now, the award-winning judges complete their show with a special release to Preston Roll, the 3-inch show. Just like while we were having technical difficulties. The Liberty-Eylau ISD is proud to present under the full command of drum majors Israel Barker and Roger Latner, Movement 1 and 2 of our 2023 UIL show, Unbalanced. Drum majors, is your band ready for performance? And now, the Liberty-Eylau High School Marching Band.
Unbalanced. The definition is not keeping or showing an even balance. Well then, what is balance? Balance is impossible without the understanding of unbalance. It can be an unsteady balance from one side to the other. Or how about in harmonic to a harmony? Steadiness, footing, stability. Or what about fairness, justice, equal liberty? People, it gets so deep to where we don't understand what we don't understand. Balance relates to everything, even our peace of mind. It gets even deeper. Let me show you.
for their work on behalf of our band program and community. Ladies and gentlemen, now in the field from Atlanta, Texas, the Atlanta High School Band, the Big Bad Band from Rabbit. Freshman of the week are Cassie Sherman and Halo Knight. The Big Bad Band presents the 2023 production of Pregame, featuring music from Stranger Things, Hide and Seek from Emoji Heat, Art of Glass by Blondie, the soloist Kaylee Sawaya on soprano sax, Anthony Hamilton on trombone, and Jason Durner and Carmelo Peterson on baritone.
Mama, what a performance, huh?
Beautiful. Beautiful performance.
Beautiful performance. Is that what you said?
What'd you say?
Why is this so quiet? There we go.
What'd you say?
Say, beautiful performance? Is that what you said? Is that performance?
Beautiful performance?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think so. You know.
Well, Willie, if you want to see a beautiful performance, check out the Eye Guys. Your vision, our expertise.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
Welcome back. What a transition there, huh? Jackson and Jackson connect for the transition. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the last 24 minutes of hard-nosed Rabbit versus Leopard football.
Let's go, baby. I'm hype.
8-8.
You think we're going to see more of the same? Defense prevailing? Or you think halftime speeches, halftime motivation going to get these offenses rolling? What do you think?
I think defense is going to stay stout, but offense, good offense and good defense, both will get some wins. So I expect the offense to be more powerful than they were in the first quarter. Both those offenses not very good, hurting themselves with penalties. Deeper kick for this game. Batten wants to run it cross field, gets around the edge, starts off with a bang, all the way, touchdown Atlanta Rabbits.
Mama butter my biscuits. That boy's gone.
No flags.
Beautiful.
80 yards cross field to the house. And starting off with just as much action as we had in the first half of this game.
Yeah, exactly. First half, kickoff, Atlanta recovered an onside kick. Here, LE kicks it off. Marqueland Batten takes it to the house, got a house call.
Special teams definitely being won by the Atlanta Rabbits.
And there's only one person on this field that could have taken that ball across field, outrun everybody, and take it to the house, and that's Marqueland Batten.
He's proven it on the football field. He's proven it on the track. And he just got it there for 6 for the Rabs. Peyton Harrison using the legs, and he's going to run out of bounds. Didn't find the look he wanted. 14-8 for the Atlanta Rabs. 11:47, great start for the Rabbits, and now the Leopards get a chance to respond.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, those spirit items being thrown by the cheerleaders are sponsored by Liberty-Eylau.
Well, today the special teams has been pretty good for the Rabs. Some would even say wealthy.
I would say wealthy.
If you want to be wealthy, where can you go, Willie?
Dylan Thompson Wealth Management.
What do? I think I know. They make your retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com. So maybe drawing up a kick play here. A little extra time for the Rabs.
Don't know what the holdup is.
Maybe we're trying to draw something up.
Possibly.
They started the game with an onside. Will they continue that trend for the second half of play?
Up by 6.
Deeper kick. Pooch kick caught by Hadaway. Tries to make a move, gets upfield to the 36-yard line. So, an electric way for the Raps to come out and start this second half of play.
Yeah, very good kick return from a bat. See if this LE offense can put some points on the board. In case you weren't here in the first half, the Liberty-Eylau offense has had a very good amount of mental errors. Not a good amount, a very bad amount of mental errors because there's been a lot of them. And Greg London has been the one bright spot on this team as he burst through the hole for about a gain of 14.
Brought down by Limber at the 50-yard line.
Willie, who's Oklahoma playing this week?
Oklahoma's playing Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a secured victory.
I don't know. Tulsa, they are an upset school, like Appalachian State. Known to pull off some upsets.
I think you're thinking of Tulane.
No, Tulane is a good school. They're ranked.
Yeah, no. That's why I think
Tulsa. No, Tulsa. They've been known to come out of nowhere and upset some large schools. Like,
oh, really?
Like I mentioned, Appalachian State. They don't do it all the time.
You know who Appalachian State beat last year? The A&M Aggies.
They did. But
I predicted that game. I called it. Called it before the game happened.
Who they also beat? They beat Marshall when they were very good.
Yeah.
Years ago. They took down North Carolina when they were ranked in the top 10 years ago. I don't know. It feels like Texas A&M's loss to Appalachian State was blown up so much because it was the only loss that weekend that was such a big deal.
Maybe.
I feel like
they didn't even play in a bowl game, so they weren't very good that year.
Yeah, last year, not a very good year. Rotated between 3 quarterbacks for Texas A&M as Liberty-Eylau pushes forward. Liberty-Eylau pushes forward for a 2nd down and 3.
Good drive so far by the LE Leopards.
Handoff up the middle. Finds a hole, breaks free. He has room. Cy Strumman with the open field tackle.
London has had himself a game, and we're only about 1/2 in. Little bit in the 3rd quarter. He easily has over 100 rushing yards.
And he is also responsible for all of the scoring except for the 2-point conversion.
Yes, which was converted by Pipes, their quarterback, number 11. Nope, that is
number 3.
Number 3, yeah. Pardon me.
Poet, you don't even know it. Poet, you don't even know it.
Edgar Allan Poe.
2 right, 1 left. Tight end on the field. Big hit in the backfield. Still fighting forward and taken down. Loss of 1. Flag on the play. On both sidelines, so it's going to be a penalty at the line of scrimmage.
Illegal formation, 5 in the backfield on the offense. That penalty will be declined. Result of the play, 2nd down.
2nd down and 11 for the Leopards.
At least had a lot of illegal formations, false starts, just mental errors that can easily be fixed, and they just have not throughout this game.
Yeah, that 1 extra tight end costed them there. 2 right, 1 left. Handoff number 11 around the outside. He fights forward, has another gap. That's Jaquan Johnson. Taken down by number 2, Damori Limbrick, and number 9, Carmelo Henderson.
LE has not thrown the ball a lot, but if they want to, they have a one-on-one matchup with Neil on Stroman on the near side of the field. Maybe a jump ball, throw it up, let your receiver go make a play.
They switched that one-on-one to the opposite side of the field, the short side, so I don't think they're going to go for that. Handoff up the middle. Johnson again rolls forward near the first down marker, but about a yard short, a yard and a half short maybe. 4th down, and we'll call it 1.5.
Got to go for it. Got to go for it. Running game's been too good all night.
And here they go. They bring in number 6, Greg London. And looks like an obvious running situation here, right up the middle. Rabbits haven't been able to stop it all night.
No, they haven't.
There he goes, and he is in for the Liberty-Eylau Leopard touchdown. And they tie this game up at 14 with a chance to take the lead.
Great drive. Great drive by Ellie. Just drove down the field, no problems whatsoever except for the legal formation, but that didn't even derail them.
Yeah, that penalty was declined, which allowed them to not lose any yardage, but also cost them a down.
Yeah, but I mean, the running game's been too strong. It didn't even matter.
This is the point where you're like, maybe we go for the extra point.
Yeah, because I did see them kicking extra points in warm-ups, and all of them were good. But looking to go up by 2 here.
And if you go for the extra point, taking a timeout here for Liberty-Eylau, maybe they're considering that decision. You take the extra point, you have the lead.
Yeah.
In case this game holds out to a defensive game for the rest of the game, you have that 1-point lead. Or if it turns into a shootout, Atlanta has to go for 2.
Yes.
You take that option away from them.
Unless they want to tie it.
Unless they're trying to tie at the end where maybe you score another touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, even then they have to tie. They have to go for 2.
Yeah, exactly.
This break is being sponsored by Red River Lumber. Their experienced staff helps you with the design of your home projects. Find them at redriverlumber.com. You know, talking to Red River Lumber, they help you have a great structure for your projects. But both of these teams have great structures in the coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Morton, who's been with Atlanta for 2 years now, has really strengthened this squad in just every shape and fashion.
Looking downfield, broken up. It's number 9, Carmelo Henderson with the breakup.
Actually, I think it was number 15, Marquavian Owens.
Okay. I saw Melo standing in that position where the pass was broken up, so my apologies. But all knotted up at 14. 7:39 remaining in the third quarter of play. We have an update on some scores here. Tatum leads West Rusk 36-7 with 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. New Diana leads Redwater in New Diana 35-20, 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bullard is golly-whopping.
Golly-whopping?
Golly-whopping White Oak 48-6 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. We play Bullard next week. Atlanta plays Bullard next week.
In Bullard?
In Bullard.
I thought we played Brook Hill next week.
Brook Hill Bullard. It's
it's all the same?
Brook Hill is in Bullard.
Oh.
But then there's also Bullard.
In Bullard.
In Bullard.
So we play Brook Hill in Bullard, but there's also Bullard in Bullard. But Atlanta plays Brook Hill in Bullard.
Brook Hill is a school that's located in Bullard.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're playing Brook Hill Bullard.
Oh. So Bullard and Brook Hill are the same thing?
No. Bullard is a city.
Yes, I'm talking school.
There's 2 schools there. There's Bullard, and then there's Brook Hill, which is a private school.
Oh, okay.
A move Opposite field. Zigzag all over the place. Big hit, ball out. Liberty-Eylau recovers on Atlanta's 20-yard line. At what point do you go down?
You go down before that, because Marquaven Richardson, who has not had a lot of playing time tonight, trying to be a hero, and you just can't do that. That is a mental lapse. Giving LE great field position on their own 21-yard line?
Nearly in the red zone.
Yeah,
already.
nearly in the red zone. And they didn't even have to have one offensive snap. You just got to go up the middle there. Cut your losses.
I think you get out to the 25. That's a pretty good return.
Yeah.
Maybe run that out of bounds there. They go with the handoff. Swarmed in the backfield. Breaks free. Taken down. That's number 70, Keaton Kinney, on the tackle. Next week, LE plays a home game versus Sulphur Springs. Run around the outside, pushes forward for a Leopard first down. Big mistake by the Rabs right there. You just can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it kills every momentum that you had. And it gives LE every bit of it, because LE just scoring the touchdown. They're feeling pretty good. Then they get the ball back, and they're about to possibly go up one score here.
The question is, Markeelan Batten not back there to return the kick after taking it for a house call. Handoff around the outside. Finds a hole, and he's in for another Leopard touchdown. Liberty-Eylau takes their first lead of the game.
Hat-trick Greg London. That is his third rushing touchdown of the night. And we still got 6 minutes left of this quarter and a whole fourth quarter.
See what Liberty-Eylau goes with here. Unsuccessful on the last 2-point attempt, but it looks like they'll go for it again. Run right up the middle. Hadaway in for the 2-point conversion.
Leopards up by 8.
22-14 for Liberty-Eylau. This presentation of Rabbit TV is being brought to you by the Eye Guys. Your vision, our expertise.
Well, let's see if Atlanta can get a offensive drive going. The past 2 kickoffs have resulted in a touchdown and a lost fumble for the Rabbits. 2 completely opposite results.
Rabs have not touched the field. Batten back to return now, once again for the Rabs. They go back to the tried and true. They kick to the other side. Woodbury returns, gets upfield to the 32-yard line.
And this Atlanta offense is going to take the field for the first time in the second half.
Woodbury returns the ball back to the 32-yard line. Home the Rabbits.
6-11. What do you think the Rabs are going to come out and do here?
I think they're going to run the ball. They've been running the ball, well, somewhat efficiently. Honestly, their offense hasn't been too electric. You have that one pass play that resulted in a touchdown and the kickoff return for a touchdown.
Run right up the middle. Good 4-yard gain for the Rabs. Now 2nd down and 6.
See, the Rabs just need runs like that, like every single time, because because in the first half they'd get a run like that, and the next 2 runs would be blown up in the backfield or a 2-yard gain, and then it's 4th and 3 or whatever, and they're forced to punt on their own 40. They just need consistency.
Go with another handoff. Blown up in the backfield.
Just like that.
And now they're forced to take a shot. 3rd down and 8 for the Rabs. A smothering defense for Liberty-Eylau. That front line is just dominating right now.
And the Rabbits are just a lot of on the first and 2nd down, they're running the ball a lot. They've only really thrown the ball on 3rd or 4th down. And the LA defense is queuing on that. They know that when it's 1st and 2nd down, one of the Atlanta running backs is going to be getting the ball.
Looking downfield, and it looked like Batten just didn't continue running. He slowed down looking for the shorter pass. Peyton Harrison wanting the longer pass.
This Atlanta offense is just all out of sorts. All out of sorts. Not good tonight.
They're clicking on no cylinders. Going for it. 4th and 8 in your own territory.
This is most likely a punt by Peyton Harrison.
A very gutsy move if they carry it out. He's going to retreat back for a short punt formation. And a flag. Delay of game, possibly?
No, false start.
No, false start on the Rabs. That makes it even a worse situation for Atlanta.
False start, number 65 on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay 14.
Harrison gets the snap. Quick punt. Not very good off the toe for Harrison.
Terrible.
Liberty-Eylau the ball at about, they'll call it the 42-yard line.
Terrible punt for Harrison. Liberty-Eylau lucking out there. Getting the ball at their own 42-yard line.
Back-to-back drives starting in opposition territory.
Yeah, and that's where LE has really excelled. When they get the ball in their own territory, they've done very well. But when they get pinned back deep, they usually struggle because their run plays are getting queued on by the defense.
Two receivers out wide right. One on the near side. Handoff, trying to find a lane, goes around the outside. And it looks like possibly a defensive penalty as a Liberty-Eylau hat came off.
Possibly illegal hands to the face.
That's the same thing I'm thinking.
Jinx, pinch, poke. You owe me a Coke.
Jinx blackout, knock on wood. You don't know what that means.
I've never heard that one.
You can't talk until I say your name 3 times. But I need you to talk, so really deep, really deep.
And I'm back.
Holding on Liberty-Eylau, so
Oh, okay.
that may be the reason for the hat coming off.
Possibly.
Trying to get free from the hold.
Bringing up a 1st and 20.
inside their own territory with the first down and 10.
Not a great position for the Leopards. Trying to find some room. And taken down at the 49-yard line.
Wonder if LE's going to open up with possibly a play-action play here. They've thrown the ball deep one time, and it was a deep pass right to number 1, Neal, hit him in the hands, dropping a wide-open touchdown.
And I want to correct, that was number 12, Prevo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Prevo.
It was at the end of the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Sorry. My bad.
2 right, 1 left. Another run play. Wide open gap.
You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's been LE running the ball tonight.
Yeah, just a wide open hole.
Yeah,
formed.
just wide open. Untouched, virtually, until he got 10 yards.
Wide open field, and taken down at about the 7-yard line, flies forward to the 3.
Doesn't matter who's running the ball now. This Liberty-Eylau offensive line has had some miscues, a couple of false starts, but they are making up for it now, having some great blocking this second half.
I mean, that was almost as wide open as the Atlantic for Hurricane Lee right now. Just, I mean, untouched, unfiltered. Handoff, going around the outside. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Grabs hold on first down. Second and goal on the 3-yard line.
And that's what's been inconsistent about the Atlanta defense. They'll have plays like that where they'll stop them short or at the line of scrimmage, maybe loss of 1 yard, but then the very next play, LE will run it for 10-plus yards. And you just need that consistency if you want to be a good defense.
This is where I would think LA tries to run up the gut.
Yes.
They've been very good up the middle, wide open lane into the end zone.
Quarterback sneak.
QB keeper right there.
Not a sneak, sorry. Yeah, QB keeper.
Looked like an option play there, triple option. They had receivers going on the right side. So if he couldn't find a running lane for either him or the running back, he had the throwing option.
Putting LE up.
By 2 scores,
14, yeah.
And they have the chance here to make it a 16-point game. But it looks like they're going to go for the extra point attempt here instead.
The quarterback, Pipes, also the kicker. Saw him make a few warm-ups.
It's up and it's good for Liberty-Eylau. Gives them a 29-14 lead, up by 15 with 1:22 remaining in the third quarter of play.
Rabbits got to respond. Got to keep your head held high, and you got to come back and respond right here.
Thank you for tuning in on Rabbit TV and Texarkana Game Day. We want to thank our sponsor, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. They make your retirement an adventure worth sharing. Find them at dt-wm.com. Red River Lumber. Their experienced staff helps you with the design of your home projects. Find them at redriverlumber.com. And the Eye Guys. Your vision, our expertise.
And Jackson, I can tell you right now, this Atlanta sideline does not look very positive. They all look defeated right now, and that's going to have to change if they're going to want to come back in this game.
25 players on the Atlanta varsity squad, and about, I'd say half of them are sitting down. The other half is on the field. And a muff on the kick. Batten uses his speed, gets around the edge, taken down at the 16-yard line. Flag on the play, far side of the field.
There's only one person on this Atlanta offense that sprinted to the huddle, and that was number 52, Nate Hernandez. Looks like the only one that wants to play out there right now. They don't look very motivated.
Very defeated. It's going to take some offensive plays to get them more motivated.
Exactly.
And another just shot to the heart. You're too late.
You give Love a bad name.
They gave kickoff return a bad name right there. An illegal block to the legs. I mean, just something you don't need to do. Opposite side of the field. I mean, the run's not even coming over there. You don't need to make that block. It's unnecessary entirely.
They're going to need some leaders to show up. Excuse me. They're going to need some leaders to show up. Harrison is going to have to.
They need the leaders to pull up to the block party, huh?
Yeah.
Need them to pull up in the coop.
Harrison's got to command his troops.
Austin tries to find a hole around the outside. Can't get through. Access denied.
Courtesy of number 2, Stanley.
Second down and 12 for the Atlanta Rabbits. Nearing the end of the third quarter of play. Jamarian Austin slow to get off the field. Woodbury coming on in his place. Harrison looking downfield, handing off. Running nearly back in the end zone.
Oh.
And he didn't go down, but they're going to call forward progress.
Wow. Rabbits looked out there.
He was able to fight his way out of the end zone. So it's going to be ball on the half-yard line due to forward progress. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Liberty-Eylau leads 29-14 going into the fourth quarter of play. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Hello and welcome back. 29-14 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's Dilly.
It's Willie.
And welcome back to some Friday Night Lights, huh?
In the A.
In the A, game day in the A. And, we have a special thing coming up for homecoming.
What is it?
It's called the Willie and Dilly Show.
The Willie and Dilly Pregame show?
Pregame show, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, stay tuned, or tune in on
homecoming
night. A lot of festivities going on. We have the parade. Oh, yeah. We have the pep rally. Oh, yeah. Then, before game, we have the Willie and Dilly Show.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have the king and queen nominees, the King nominees first, and then Queen at halftime. And then we have some football, you know?
Yeah, of
Who
course.
doesn't love a little bit of football versus the Sabine Cardinals? Rabbits backed up on their own half-yard line, 3rd down. And a flag on the play, false start, not sure where they're going to go from here.
Half an inch, move them half an inch back.
Half the distance to the goal line. So they're on the 1/4-yard line.
If you're Atlanta, you just got to avoid disaster here. Gotta have sure hands on the snap. Cannot take a safety. You just can't do it. You're down 15.
3rd and 18.75. Looking downfield, going deep. A little hand fighting, no call, targeted for number 15, Marquavian Owens, and now 4th down, and a really, really tough punting situation for the Atlanta Rabbits.
Good one-on-one defense from Coleman there. He had no safety help. Very interesting to have a one-on-one matchup when it's an obvious passing situation, but it worked out for him.
I'm surprised that there wasn't a comeback route there. I mean, you needed 18 yards.
Yeah.
And at least you needed to get out of the end zone. I mean, look at where Harrison is. He has 2 yards
of comfort
to punt the ball, and that's not really comfort. That's just don't drop it. Punt returned at the 36-yard line. Good block. Gets upfield. He's still free. Taken down at the 9-yard line. Slung out of bounds. They'll call it the 10. Signals for a 1st down, even though it's 1st down either way.
It looks like he was a hurdler on that play, so might not understand that you get the 1st down either way. But maybe he's wanting to do that for a very long time. He just never got the opportunity.
Maybe.
He did hurdle somebody, so I think if you hurdle somebody, you can do whatever you want.
I think we'll block in the back on Liberty-Eylau.
Oh.
So it moves them back a little bit, but still great field position. Once again, every single drive, except for the opening drive for Liberty-Eylau, has started inside the opponent's red zone. Not red zone, just outside of the red zone.
Yes.
On the opponent's side of the field.
Yes. Better. Atlanta defense, they got to come up with an answer here. They have not had an answer for London. They have not had an answer for this great offensive line by LE.
LE already has the play call coming in. This is what should have happened for the Rabbits on the first play of the game.
Yes.
But forced to call a timeout with 3 seconds gone on the clock. Two left, 1 right. Hand off and taken down after a gain of about 3.
And that's just that inconsistency of the Atlanta defense. Like, that was a great stop. Great play. Great play by the defense there, just to game tackle him. But more than likely, on the next 2 plays, there'll be a gaping run for plus 10 yards. Unless Tyler Morton got his boys right.
Go with an option. Both of them taken down. He slips free and fights forward, taken down at the 24-yard line. They'll say the 23.
I think Keaton Kinney got a little too excited there. Had him in his hands and just could not make a tackle.
Slippery like a snake.
What would you call that?
Slippery. That's what I would call it.
Okay. 3rd and 5.
2 left, 1 right. Another handoff. Fights forward. right at the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him or not. Slow to get up.
Hate to see that.
London, he needs some time getting off the field. Took his time getting up. Maybe that workload's getting to him now. Nearly every play has been run through the hands of Greg London.
Had a great game, has 3 touchdowns tonight. Looks like they marked him just short. 4th and about 1.5 inches.
Can the Rabs hold, or will Liberty-Eylau succeed once again?
This would be a huge stop for the Rabbits if they can get it here.
A run play.
There's the
quarterback wide open.
Quarterback keeper.
First down, Liberty-Eylau at the 5-yard line.
And there's just nobody to account for the quarterback. It's not like they haven't run that play at all to this game. They've run it at least 4 or 5 times. And just the Rabbits were not thinking it there. Good play call by the LE head coach, Dewaski Davis.
You know, this is completely unrelated to anything that just happened, but I want to give the Atlanta cheer squad some credit for their amazing pep rally today.
Me too. It was a great pep rally.
It's the best I've been to since before COVID.
Agreed. Best one of my high school career.
And another tutty for Liberty-Eylau. That time it's number 13, Cameron Hadaway.
Rabbits just can't stop the run game. And when you can't stop the run game, you're going to lose football games.
So at this point, 8:53 remaining in the 4th quarter. It looks like Liberty-Eylau is going to notch their first win of the season, move to 1-3. And the Rabs even out at 2-2.
Yeah, big win. Big win for LE if they can hold on. First of the season. As I said at the start of the game, desperate team is a dangerous team. And LE was desperate coming into this game. And they have been dangerous on this run game.
Timeout. Not a timeout.
Head Zebra wanted to call a timeout.
No play clock running.
Oh, okay.
Now the play clock is running. Extra point is what they're going to do here. Big rush by the Rabs. Unable to affect it. It's good for Pipes. 8:53 remaining in the game. Liberty-Eylau leads 36-14. So for these two teams going into the future, for Liberty-Eylau, this is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, good win. Good win if LE can hold on tonight, especially since you've had some disappointment start first 3 games of the season.
I mean, it's strictly weight off the shoulders. And for Atlanta, this is an 0-0 game. 2 in a row after a very dominant start to the season where you set records, school records that haven't been broken. I mean, haven't been set in forever.
Yeah.
Very confusing season for the Atlanta Rabbits to this point. Dominant victories and then tough losses.
Yeah.
Going into the second half of their schedule, Brook Hill next week, an away game. Not a lot of Atlanta atmosphere is going to be there. Smaller section for seating at Brook Hill. Not sure how that one's going to go. Haven't seen Brook Hill perform. They are dominating White Oak right now. Kick return. Woodbury. He wants to take it all the way across the field down to the 30.
And some
a
more
flag.
Some more laundry on the field. They have been washing some clothes tonight. I want to give a shout out to the Atlanta band for putting in the work tonight, and especially with the drum line. Held down by the Allens, Olivia Allen, Andrew Allen.
Just look at it right now.
Senior twins. Oh, yeah. And Grant Allen, little brother.
See in the top left of your screen, or you did, it was Josiah Hunt. Dressed up as Elvis today. Pretty good outfit.
Pretty good outfit, but I believe Michael Dubison was also dressed up as Elvis, and I think Michael Dubison won the battle of the Elvises. I think he had the better costume.
You know, I think there was one mishap in the pep rally. Garrett
100% agree.
had the best outfit.
Who did?
It was Garrett, senior. Oh, or maybe junior. Can't remember. Junior. Best outfit by far. It was just dark. Couldn't see him.
Yeah. Tough luck. I would have given it to Michael Dubison. Great Elvis outfit.
I think it's hard to decipher between the two Elvises, you know.
I agree with
It's
that.
the same costume.
I agree with that.
You can't base it off of somebody's appearance, you know.
That's true. Can't do that. You know, Jackson, I'm going to be honest. Ever since the Mark Richardson fumble, Atlanta just looked like they hadn't been out there. Looked like they want to go home, sleep in their bed. They just don't look motivated. Plain and simple.
Handoff. Swallowed up. He got gobbled like a Thanksgiving turkey.
The whole LE defense tackled him.
Maybe a little much too late after the whistle, and a lot of roughness as Markeelan battened down.
Well, Coach Morton is furious about that.
That play probably went on for about 10 seconds too long.
Yeah.
I think his forward progression was stopped 3 yards in the backfield.
I agree.
Just wasn't stopped by the referees until he was 15 yards in the backfield, and swallowed up by all 11 Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
I feel like if you're Atlanta at this point, you just got to start letting it fly. Giving it to Harrison, letting him throw the ball. Run game just hasn't been working for you tonight.
Yeah, 2nd and 18, you have to throw. I mean, we got to throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're that offense right now, I don't see another option. Running the ball is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you 18 yards. It hasn't gotten you more than 4 yards per run. Big rush by Hadaway. Trying to get away. Harrison, he gets rid of the ball. No one near. Past the line of scrimmage.
And that again from Harrison, just trying to do too much.
He took a big hit on that one. He's feeling it.
Last thing you want to see there.
Still feeling that hit. Unable to get any practice this week due to concussion protocol. Was not diagnosed with concussion, but had some symptoms. So he had to maintain in protocol for the entirety of the week. No practice at all for him. And he's trying to get away, looking downfield, can't get anything. And out of bounds on the Liberty-Eylau sideline.
The Atlanta offense just did not show up tonight.
4th down and a whole bunch.
The 2 touchdowns for Atlanta came off of, one of them came off a kick return from Markeelan Batten, and the other touchdown was like a 90 plus pass.
It was a 94-yard
touchdown. Mark Owens.
It was. Quick punt, Harrison off the toe, it rolls. Flag thrown, far sideline, big return, another flag thrown, near sideline. Harrison trying to make a stop, blocking the back, not thrown. And they're gonna have a punt return for a touchdown. 2 flags on the field, however, 3 flags, excuse me.
This one's more than likely he's coming back.
4 flags, wow.
Every zebra wanted to throw a flag. You get a flag. And you get a flag.
Penalty is definitely against Liberty-Eylau as it's being marched all the way back. Just awaiting the call. Taking a little bit to decipher all of this. All 3 flags for different plays.
You don't see that very often.
I believe there was 2 blocking the backs and 1 illegal substitution. That illegal substitution was the far side flag, blocking the back at the 35-yard line and at the 40-yard line.
And you know, this Liberty-Eylau offense, the first half, just wasn't a whole lot there. But when they went into the locker room, I guess they found some things that they liked, and this offense has been rolling, hasn't stopped ever since.
Run up the middle, loose ball. Damori Limbrick picks it up. Something big for the Rabs. And another flag thrown. Is there some pushing after the play? Number 54, Zamarian Ivory. Shoving.
And you just can't do that.
I mean, a great field position to start the drive, maybe start a comeback. Very unlikely, but never say never, and then a push puts you back at midfield.
Exactly. It's just been Rabbits shooting themselves in the foot whole night. Penalty after penalty after miscue after penalty. It's just been terrible. It's been a dumpster fire. That's what it's been. The Atlanta offense has been a dumpster fire.
It's been a lot of penalties for both squads, however, and most of them offensive.
Yeah. Not a lot of defensive. Only a few. Not a lot.
No pass interferences so far.
Yes.
But not a lot of passing.
That's true. Been a very run-heavy game. Still waiting to call on the penalty.
A pretty clean game, I'd like to say as well. Usually this Atlanta versus Liberty-Eylau game can get a little tense, get a little rough by both squads. And today it's been pretty clean. I just want to put that out there. I see that.
Good sportsmanship. Little scuffle at the very start, but ever since then it's been pretty clean in that aspect of the game.
Now here's the penalty coming in here shortly.
After the play, we got unsportsmanlike conduct on the fixed goal line. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, it's 15 white. Those penalties all set.
Okay, so offsetting penalties on the 2. That's Zamarian Ivory and Caleb Parks.
Timeout. Liberty-Eylau.
Timeout by LE.
So you got 7 minutes, 19 seconds. Down by 22.
You have to go quick.
Gotta let the ball fly.
This is a pass. I mean, you have to pass. You have to save time.
Yeah.
You have to get the ball deep downfield.
Exactly.
You have to score quick if you're wanting any shot at coming back. And you have to convert your 2 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a must. I mean, there's no option to that.
Exactly. And you would like to see the Atlanta receivers' routes to develop a little bit more, but they just can't because this Liberty-Eylau defensive line has been blowing up the Atlanta offensive line and just not giving Harrison any time to work.
Atlanta trots back out there. Richardson going to be the far side receiver. And Rowe, the near side, with Austin, the running back, in the backfield with Harrison.
And Braylon Rowe has got some bunnies on him. Very athletic man. Like to see maybe give him a jump ball.
Looking for Rowe.
That's what they're going to do.
Deep ball, underthrown, jump ball broken up. That's number 25 for Liberty-Eylau, Zabrian Hawkins.
I know it didn't work, but you have to do that. I mean, you just have to do that if you're Atlanta. You have no other option. You cannot run the ball. There's only 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game, and you're down by 22. You just got to throw the ball.
If you're looking for that play, you're wanting an over-the-shoulder catch in zone. It just underthrown on that one, forcing a jump ball, which you're having to move backwards to get the jump ball, not the situation. That's where you usually see an interception come in.
And they're going to run the ball. I just don't understand.
I
simply do not understand why they're running the ball right now.
3rd down and 12. Excuse me, 3rd down and 11.
I just want to see them get more than 2 receivers out on the field. That play, they had 2 running backs in the backfield and 1 receiver to each side. And they're in the same formation. I just don't understand.
Another run play. Maybe just trying to wave the white flag with 6:30 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's what they're doing. They're waving the white flag. That's what you're saying, Ellie. You're saying, we're done. Game's over.
I mean, statistically, the game was over in the 3rd quarter, at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Liberty-Eylau, very dominating. Let me rephrase. It was a domination by Liberty-Eylau on defense. Yes. In this entire game. I mean, Atlanta's 2 possessions that they scored, one was a miracle 94-yard touchdown on 4th down. And the second one was a kick return. Just shut down by Ellie. So 4th down here, timeout called.
Number 11 for Liberty-Eylau was getting some push-ups in during his huddle with his defensive coordinator.
Wonder if the Rabs are trying to draw a miracle play up for 4th down and 13, or if they're just drawing up a nice punt. I imagine it's a nice punt.
Me too.
Everybody likes a nice punt.
I like a nice punt.
I like a nice punt. Doesn't look like a punt situation here, though.
More receivers.
Going for it all. Batten turns on the Jets, looking downfield. Batten wide open and a drop.
Well, if you want to sum up Atlanta's night in one play, there you go. One of Peyton Harrison's better throws of the night, and
dropped for a wide open touchdown. I mean,
hit Mark Keelan, Batten in the noggin.
That touchdown was nearly as easy as the decision to use Red River Lumber. Their experienced staff helps you with the design of your home projects. Find them at redriverlumber.com.
Well, if you're the Rabbits, you got to take this game. You got to just throw it away.
I don't know if you do, though. I think you need to work on your pass pro.
Well, yes. I think you need to look at the film and adjust, obviously. But as in terms of letting it demoralize you, you just have to move on.
I think defensively, there's not much to watch here. They just ran the running game is crazy.
Yeah, it's the run game. You have to stop the run game. You have to. And it was just situational things. Like, they would stop the run, 3 runs up the middle for somewhat of a short gain. Then we get to fourth and 1, 4th and 2, and Atlanta would sell out for the run. And then the QB would pull it and run for 15-plus yards when he's done that multiple times in the game. And so you just have to know that's going to happen.
For Liberty-Eylau fans and supporters, what does this mean for you?
This is a big game for Liberty-Eylau, especially since they've lost their first 3 games. And then coming here in a hostile environment in Atlanta with a big band, big crowd, big support system, and just utterly destroying them has to be very good for LE.
Not trying to use any bias here, but I understand where LE was. 0-3. Atlanta very much understands what it's like to be 0 and whatever.
Yes.
Because we experienced it 2 years ago. Big run. Holding, however, at the 41-yard line, so it may be coming back.
And, it's going to be very easy for the Atlanta players, especially with the offense, to make excuses. They're going to be able to say, oh, our quarterback wasn't able to practice a lot. We didn't get as much first-team reps as we would have liked.
They're a 4A school.
They're a 4A school. They're bigger than us. Coach Morton has got to, if he hears that, he's got to put a stop to it.
Offense, number 16. 10-yard penalty from start with foul. They play the second down.
Because that's only going to make them a worse football team if they start making excuses for themselves. They got to pick it up. They got to say, this game's on me. Harrison has got to lead his team more effectively.
I think for Atlanta, though, defensively, you're not worried about that run. I mean, let's talk about it. Number 6, Greg London, absolute dog.
Yes.
Number 3, Britton Pipes. I mean, he can air the ball out, so you want to play that pass, but he can also run, but you also have to guard the running back.
Yeah.
There's so many options right there that everybody gets to eat in this Liberty-Eylau offense.
Not to mention that this Liberty-Eylau offensive line they got a bunch of dogs on that offensive line. Them boys are putting in the work tonight.
And moving into district for Atlanta, your next game is Brook Hill, and then you have a bye week, and then you have Sabine. All of the district teams for Atlanta, especially Tatum, who they end the season with, airmail.
Yeah.
Tatum is an airmail offense this year, and if you try to guard that run, they're going to beat you on the outside every time.
Yeah. It's just the defense needs some work. Let's just sum it up. Defense needs some work, and the offense needs some work. I think the only somewhat bright part about this Atlanta game today was the kickoff return for a touchdown. That's the only special teams. That's the only bright thing you can say. They had one special teams miscue, was the Mark Richardson drop fumble, but your punting was very good tonight from Peyton Harrison, and the onside kick that they recovered at the very start of the game looked very good. So the special teams for Atlanta was very good tonight, but that was the only thing that was very good tonight.
I'm interested to see why Jaden Riley exited the game on the punting side of it. He was bombing those in the first half. Interested to find out more about that. Update you on Rab Talk on the open week. On the bye week.
Oh, yes.
Three minutes remaining in the fourth quarter play. Liberty-Eylau taking a solid victory here in Atlanta. Another great run for Liberty-Eylau on first down.
And if you want to sum up Liberty-Eylau's game in 2 words, great run.
2nd and 5 for the Leopards. All right, Willie D, you want to take us through some games to watch tomorrow? Sitting at home, relaxing, some Saturday games.
College football games. Florida State takes on Boston College. Penn State at Illinois, which previously in the broadcast I called for the upset. Illinois beating Penn State. LSU against Mississippi State. Utah against Weber State. Alabama against South Florida, looking to rebound after that Texas loss.
New quarterback.
New quarterback, yeah. Ohio State playing Western Kentucky. And the Oklahoma Sooners playing Tulsa. And the much anticipated game.
The biggest one.
Colorado State, Colorado.
I mean,
I'm ready for that game.
I have no clue why in the world you would say something about Deion Sanders and you're the Colorado State head coach.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If the guy never touched a football field again after he retired, he accomplished more than a Colorado State head coach.
Yeah.
In coaching.
I mean, just like Deion said, they gave him ammunition.
Yeah, now it's personal.
It is personal now. I got Colorado.
I got Colorado by 1,000,000.
I got them by a lot. I think at the start of the game, they're not going to play super well because people might try to overplay, but
I don't know.
They'll win by 45.
I don't know if they're going to overplay. You have College Game Day going to Boulder.
College Game Day is going to Boulder?
Going to Boulder, Colorado for the first time since 1999. You have Deion Sanders, the new energy. You have Travis Hunter, the two-way player, the new Deion. You have everything in Colorado going right, nothing going right for Colorado State.
That's true.
Absolute domination. I think they're going to take 21 points going into the second quarter.
Yeah.
And that's going to wrap it up here in the A. Liberty-Eylau caps over the Atlanta Rabbits 36-14. Domination on the run game for Liberty-Eylau.
Yeah, good game for Liberty-Eylau to get their first win of the season, and we're going to see if Atlanta can bounce back at Brook Hill next week.
I want to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, Red River Lumber, and the Eye Guys. It's Dilly.
It's Willie.
And we also want to thank State Bank for sponsoring Rabbit TV and Texarkana Game Day. It's Dilly.
It's Willie.
And tune in on at homecoming for the Willie and Dilly pregame show. We'll see you next time on Rabbit TV.